Well, this is my first video of 2022, so I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite makes of 2021. So if that is something that you are interested in, please stay tuned. So it is 2022 and my name is Holly and this is Hollywood Wear. Welcome anybody who is new. Thank you for joining me. Hope you are having a good beginning of your year. Thank you those who have come back, who have watched me in 2021. Thank you for coming back in 2022. Here, if you are just now seeing me, you'll see just a wide selection of videos. A lot of videos are things that I make. I am a sewist. I am a fashion enthusiast. So you may see pattern hauls and fabric hauls. You may see bag reviews and shoe reviews, outfits that I put together, things that I make, things that I buy, always on a budget, but always fashion forward. So anything fashion related, if you want it, you can come back here. So if you like that, please subscribe below. Put that notification bell and give this a thumbs up if you like it. That way I know you love it and I will continue to make content. So today, what are we doing today? We are going to be talking about my favorite makes of 2021, what I've made, and that way we can look forward to this next year and kind of, delve in a little bit about what my plans are, things that I am wanting to make for this new year. Okay, so let's get started. But before we get started on that, let's talk about what my outfit of the day is. So this hat was another one that I made from some Fendi material that I had. So I made this bucket hat. This is my favorite hat pattern, Simplicity S9368. So this is the one that had the four different variations of hats. I've only been focusing on two. I've done the bucket hat before, but this one I'm doing the bucket hat again. So I did it in the Fendi brand, and I made it into the hat. I did the other hat before. I did a Gucci hat. I did it just in a regular fleece material before. If you are interested in that video, I will link that below. The dress that I have on is this one here, and that one is McCall's 7688. So remember, I did a lot of tweaking to it. So it's kind of a hack that I've done. It's partly this pattern. I started off by making E. I was kind of thinking about making D and ended up not making either. So it's E, but I did my own rouging thing to the side of it. Okay, so that is the dress that I have on today. So that is my outfit of the day. So hopefully everything looks good and you like that. So now we can get into what my favorite makes for 2021 was. Okay, so yeah, let's start with this hat. The Simplicity 9368 pattern is actually probably one of my best makes. It's my favorite. I've made both of them. I continue to make this hat in different colors, different fabrics. So that is probably one of my #1 favorite makes. I've done this hat. I've done this one. So both of the ones with the palm on the top, and now I've done the second bucket hat. So yeah, that's probably gonna be my #1, okay? #2 would be S9291. I made it earlier in the year. That was my spring dress. It was a vintage dress from that, it's like the vintage collection. It was an A-line dress. Loved that dress. Just loved the way it came out. It was just so stylish, so cute. It's good for covering if you are like me, that very bottom heavy, and you don't want something that's fitted. It was perfect. Just like the way it had, I did a little tweaking of myself. I did a little hack. Again, you know me, I'm always hacking something, but I did a little rouging in the front. It had a kind of like a sweetheart kind of a neckline here. But other than that, it was great. And it had a pocket. Any dress with a pocket we are here for it. So loved that dress. That was one of my, that was the #1 make for the beginning in the springtime for this year. Next favorite is a top. It was S9045. This was that satin top that I had made. I made it in this one, and then I also did the variation where I did the D, and that was the one with the scarf, as you can see. So I actually love this pattern as well because it was very simple, great for beginners, great if you just need a shirt, really, you know, a blouse, top, what have you, in the fly, on the fly, something to go under a blazer, something any time of year, because you figure if it's cold out, you could just put it under a jacket. If it's the summertime, springtime, you need a quick, nice, classic top. This one was it. So another one, it had different variations. I was gonna make them, all of them in 2022. This year, I plan on going for the A. I think for the spring and summertime, I'm gonna do these in different colors. I'm just wanting like a basic black, you know, maybe a navy blue, something like that. So I look forward to that because I just felt like I could just use that with some pants, with some slacks under a blazer, things like that, and it will just be a good staple piece in my wardrobe. So that is one of my favorites as well. Next favorite was a Mimi G pattern. Do you remember this dress? It was S9370. So good. That cutout dress, so very good. I loved it just because I like the fabric and I like the way it was on me. For my body type, it was perfect. If you don't like things that are fitted, you can make it a little bit looser, just a little bit looser so that it's not so clingy. I felt like my waist area is kind of a good, one of the features that I like a lot. So the cutout was perfect for me. If that is something that, you know, you like your waist area, you feel like you're shaped like me, this was a great dress. It's just, again, so good, so sexy. And it was a simple pattern. Another one for 2022, I am going to be doing this because I do need it in black. I have a trouble just doing like a basic black because I just like, you know, color so much. But I am going to make this in a basic black because I just feel like the dress is so good. I could just wear that wherever. And again, if I'm going somewhere and I don't want my side of the cutout to show, then I could put like a jacket on or something like that. But by far one of my favorite dresses, other than the one before, the other Simplicity, the dress with the variations. This is probably one of my very favorite dresses, that because it's just the way that it just when I put it on, it was like, and I just loved it. Snatched my waist in. Loved that. So that is one of my favorites as well. Another favorite top that I made was S8452. This was a vintage top that I had made, and it was super simple. This another one is great for beginners. If you are a beginner sewer and you're making this shirt, now the only thing is that the instructions are a little bit confusing at first, but I just love the way it came out because I just felt like when you're using a jersey knit, that stretchy fabric, it just wraps. It's just like a wrap top. Anything that wraps for me is a winner because for some reason when you do a wrap top, it just accentuates whatever you're putting it over. So I just feel like it gave the coverage up in the front, but just it just gives so good. So I really loved this top because, again, like I said, I like the stretchy knit. I like to just be able to throw something on. It needed like one little button here in the top, and that's it. And I've worn it different ways. I wore it with jeans, I wore it with skirts. So that one is probably one of my favorite tops, and I'm gonna be making more of those because I made it some years back. This is not a new pattern. I had this pattern from before. I had bought it again in 2021. I had made it in a white top before. So this, if I have a picture of that one, I will show that one. But in 2021, I was like, I bought that pattern again because I really liked it, and I did it here in the pink one, so I really like that. But I think I'm going to be making a couple more in 2022 as well. Next favorite is S8982. I have talked about this dress so many times. This pattern, I've talked about it. I've made every single piece in this this pattern. It was part of my capsule wardrobe video that I'll also link below. But this was by far my favorite because I was able to make it in so many variations. You can make it with so many different kinds of fabric and in different colors. You could use this pattern and use it with different fabrics, different colors, and people wouldn't probably even know that it came from the same make, because you got to keep in mind, remember, I made this skirt that looked totally different because it was like that faux suede material than when I made it in this skirt. So that alone just gave it so much versatility. I love versatility. And if I love a pattern, I will make everything on it. As you can see, my favorite ones are usually the patterns that have different variations, and I can do more with it because I just feel like it's worth the money, because you pay, you know, what am I paying? $1.99 for a pattern, and I'm getting 5 whole outfits out of it. Oh yeah, I'm here for it. So that was another one of my favorites of 2021. Lastly, save the best for last. My by far favorite make for 2021 is McCall's M8029, this jacket. This wrap jacket, I don't care where I go. I don't care what I got underneath it. I get so many compliments on this jacket. It just gives so good. Like I put it on and I just feel amazing in it. I put that hood up. You can't tell me nothing in that jacket. It took a little bit of time, but that jacket is amazing. If I recommend anything that I've made, go out and make this wrap jacket, because I tweaked it a little bit. I hacked it. I did fur for the hood part, but people think that I bought that from the store. Like when I tell them I make it, every time they like stop and they go, what? Like they're like, where did you get that from? That is just an amazing. I've worn that to the grocery store with some sweats on it, and people are just like, oh my goodness, your jacket is amazing. I love it. And I don't know what it is about that jacket. It's just, and it's warm. You know, it doesn't really even have any sleeves, but when you wear it with long sleeve because of using the fleece, it came out amazing. So this one is by far, I saved it for last because it came out beautifully. I had a vision in my head of how it was going to come out, and it did not disappoint. So that by far is my favorite. So I think I'm going to be making another one in 2022, probably towards the end of the year when it gets cold again. But yeah, go out and get that one. So that is it, guys. Those are my favorite makes for the year. It was hard. I kind of had to narrow it down as far as, again, I based it on patterns that I made the most of that pattern. I figured that would probably be my favorite patterns. And these were, you know, the ones that I got the most compliments, that I felt the best in, those were going to be my favorites. That's kind of how I did it. In 2022, my plans are, I am planning on making more tops. I need more tops in my wardrobe especially because, you know, we don't go out as much. I do a lot of things on Zoom, and I do, you know, videos and things like that. So I think I'm going to do more tops this year. I'm also going to be getting into more bags. I will be showing a video of pattern I made with bag that I made, and one that I just kind of did a hack myself. So look out for that video as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to be doing a lot more tops this year. So look forward to that. Look out for those videos. And then of course in the summertime, I'm going to probably be doing some more rompers. I'm going to try and find some shorts that I want to make. I'm definitely going to be making a faux leather skirt. I want a faux leather skirt. So that I'm going to be looking for the perfect pattern, because I don't want to do a fly. I don't want to do a zipper to do a faux leather skirt that I can just kind of pull on. So I'm looking for the perfect pattern. So look out for that as well. So those are my plans. That is what I'm looking forward to doing. Can't wait to get started. So thank you very much for joining me. Please continue to come back. Let's make this year a great year. Weekly videos that I'm making so that you can not miss a thing. But thank you again for joining me. Have a good day.